So,
websites are open.
they're not opening?
No.
Okay.
I click on something and it's just.
All right. Well, let's talk about this and then you can go back to it. You're going to have some time. Okay. So, guys, puppetry is another form of theater. Like you probably watched Sesame Street. How many of you watched Sesame Street as a kid? Okay. Those are Muppets. They are a combination of marionette and puppet. That's why they're called Muppets. Did you know that? Did you remember that from the Jim Henson bio that I had you do one day?
Wait, what were they?
They are a combination of marionette and puppet.
What's
And
marionette?
so a marionette is a puppet on a string. Like in that show, Criminal
you
Minds, that's what he made. He made marionettes out of the humans.
I mean, when you control them like that.
Yes,
So was that a marionette?
that's a marionette. And then a Muppet is a combination because they'll have people with their hands and they'll have sticks and strings and things. So they call it a Muppet. Okay. Hey, guys, girls, come on, pay attention. So, or the Ninja Turtles were a form of puppetry too in the live action. Did you ever see the live action?
Is that like the realistic looking one?
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about the one from probably this 80s.
I've seen that one.
No.
Okay. They were kind of a combination. They were actually guys in those suits. So it was kind of like Big Bird. Okay. Somebody's wearing like a turtle puppet, a giant turtle puppet.
That's weird.
You know, and there are Big Bird and Kermit the Frog and Barney and all of those things. Did you guys ever watch Barney and Friends? Okay.
I hated Barney.
All right.
Barney,
The big purple dinosaur.
I knew Barney was gay.
Yes, Barney was the big purple dinosaur.
Don't discriminate.
Did any of you ever have a puppet as a kid? Like, I know my sister had a Miss Piggy puppet. You did, Emma?
I got
What
one
did
at
you
the
have?
funeral gift.
My uncle was at like Comic Con or something. He
Yeah.
had like a Samuel puppet.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Or the finger puppets. Yep. Yeah, a lot of little kids, they'll have finger puppets for little kids. Those are cute. I'll use those. You can do. The nice thing about finger puppets is you can put several on and do that. Okay. Yes.
We should make puppets.
We should make puppets. We'll see.
What a weekend.
I'll have to see what kind of socks I have left. I mean, I usually would have a supply of socks and I would have you make puppets, or I may have some, you can make them out of paper bags and things like that. Okay. Hey, what?
I think
The Teletubbies.
Teletubbies.
Oh yeah, the
Like 7 feet
Teletubbies.
tall.
Yeah, the Teletubbies and all of those things.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's creepy.
What are you guys doing? Okay.
Stop messing around.
So any of those things, I mean, puppets can be made out of all kinds of things. So it says puppet comes from the Latin P-U-P-A, meaning doll. A puppet is not a doll, nor is it limited to being doll-like. It can be almost anything brought to life by a human in front of an audience. That's why it's a puppet. It can be anything that you bring to life in front of a human. Yes.
it says we have to do this assignment on 379. It's like tomorrow.
Oh, maybe. Okay. I'll get the right page. Don't worry about that at the moment. I'll get the right page for you. Oh, you're in the textbook. If you look at it online, if you look at the online textbook, I think the page, well, no, it should be the same. What did I do? It's 373. Okay, but don't do that yet. All right, I'm gonna give you time. So, guys, what you're doing with a puppet, anytime you see somebody working a puppet, it's actually a form of animation. How many of you have seen any kind of claymation, or you watched the original Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? That is actually a form of animation and puppetry, because they actually have figures and they would move them and film and move and film and move and film and move. And that, I mean, that's where they kind of look herky-jerky, but a little weird in their movements. but that's actually puppetry. It's animation using puppetry because you're bringing things to life. It says years ago in many different cultures, puppets were used in religious rituals. In our own culture, the popularity of puppets has increased during the 19th and 20th century, actually. And there are still, I don't know why puppets are the Muppets are a huge, huge draw. Sesame Street just celebrated its 50th anniversary last year, I think, during the Emmy Awards. Or it's been a year or two. My sister was in kindergarten at the time. She used to watch Sesame Street. I was in first grade when Sesame Street came out. That's how old I am. Okay? Yeah. I was in first grade. I didn't actually watch Sesame Street as a little kid. Now, my sister did, and my younger sisters and brother did. But Sesame Street would not have been the same without the Muppets. And I watched in junior high, I was a huge fan of the Muppet Show. They tried to redo that, but there's something about them. They're warm, they're fun. There were famous puppets from years ago, centuries ago. It was Punch and Judy, the British puppets. You'd watch a Punch and Judy show, and that was very, very popular. So what I'm asking you to do today is just to take a look at the different types of puppets, answer some questions about that, and the techniques of puppetry. They call it manipulation when you're actually moving the puppet. A puppeteer works or moves a puppet. It's called manipulation. And puppets are categorized by the type of manipulation that's done. You've got rod puppets, shadow puppets, hand puppets, movable mouth puppets, like what you called a sandwich puppet. That's one where you're just moving the mouth like this. Hand puppets, marionettes, full body puppets like Big Bird, Barney, those kinds of things. Okay. So then they talk about puppet construction and bringing the puppet to life. How do you vocalize the puppet? The scenery and the props, and how do you stage it, all of that stuff. Okay? So that's what I want you to take a look at today. Puppets are a part of our lives, whether there was a show. Wait, I have to show this to you. Let me see if I can find a clip. There was actually a popular TV series back in the 60s that was done with marionettes. It's the Thunderbirds. I have to show you just a clip. Not Thundercats, Thunderbirds. Any clips. Okay, look. It's just a minute and a half, guys. You have to watch this. And this was popular. Okay. Look, here's the set. It's Tracy Island. Okay.
Yes.
Wait, I'll turn the light off so you can see it better. But it was a pretty elaborate set. Look at the pool. There's their rockets. Oh, look, the pool's sliding back so we can land the rocket.
Coming in to make vertical landing, brother. Welcome
Oh,
home.
this is weird.
Sorry not to have a big reception party.
It's so weird.
Got a major rescue
Why is it an
operation.
Asian girl?
Okay, Father, I understand. I hope I'll be able to help too.
Yeah.
They are slightly creepy, aren't they? And he landed the spaceship. Okay, I just had to show that to you. because I wanted you to see what could be done. Okay. Get rid of that. All right. So there is all kinds of puppetry, as I said, marionettes. It's been used for all kinds, sock puppets, paper bags, whatever you can manipulate and then give it a voice. It's a puppet. Okay. So you do have an assignment to do that asks some other questions about this. I'll check to see if it's the same, if it's a different page. Let me stop recording. Okay.